And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you once again to the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Canada. The Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners in Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series. Seattle leading the series 1-0, and 2 outs already here in the top of the first of 5. As Lewis steps up to the plate, connects, but this will be thrown to first for the out. And just like that, we go to the bottom of the first. No score between Seattle and Toronto. Craig Biggio will start things off here for the Toronto Blue Jays. He will lead off the bottom of the first. Gonzalez on the mound for Seattle, and Moore throws to first for the out. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. Bo Bichette now at the plate for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Connects. This will go deep, but Marmolejos is there for the low catch. Out number 2 to bring up Gurriel Jr. Connects, and this will bounce in center field. Lewis throws to second, but a runner is on first nonetheless. Hernandez now batting for the Blue Jays. There's strike 1, and this will get over the wall. 2-0 Toronto. Teoscar Hernandez scores for the first time in this game, or gets the first score in this game. 2-0 Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. 2 outs, 2-0. There's strike 1. Connects. Crawford with the catch to take us to the top of the second. 2-0. The Toronto Blue Jays with the lead here over the Seattle Mariners. And now the the Mariners, finding themselves needing to play catch-up. Seager will lead off, and on the first pitch, he will send it high and far and away. Home run, and it's 2-1. And the Mariners get closer to catching up with the first pitch here in the bottom of the second. 2-1, Seattle fires back after that 2-run home run by Toronto. Connects here. Thrown to first for the first out. Murphy now batting for Seattle. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Stripling on the mound for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Connects. Caught in left field. 2 outs. White now batting for the Mariners. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Very early swing at a 75-mile-per-hour curveball from Stripling. This is thrown to first for the third out of the inning, not the ball game. And we move now to the bottom of the second. 2-1. Seattle firing back after Toronto scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Grichuk will start things off here, leading off the inning for Toronto. There's strike 1. Connects here. Crawford to first easily for the first out of the inning. Kirk now batting for Toronto. Connects once again. Crawford makes the catch. Second out, just like that. Espinal now at the plate for the Blue Jays. There's strike 1. Connects. And Crawford will chase it, but he will not get there. Marmolejos to second. Runner on first now for the Blue Jays. Jansen, the last in the lineup, at the plate, and this will go all the way back, but it will be caught. Almost a home run. But in the end, Score remains 2-1. Blue Jays still in the lead, but as Ty France comes up to the plate, the Mariners have less of a journey to complete here. Connects on the first pitch, sends it to center. It's going to be an easy catch here for the first out of the ballgame. Or, why do I keep saying first out of the ballgame? First out of the inning. Swing and a miss by Marmolejos. Ninth in the batting order here. Strike one. Connects to right field. Second out of the inning here. Crawford back at the plate. The leadoff in the batting order. And it's going to be another easy out here, I think. It is. The score remains 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Biggio, Bichette, and Gurriel Jr. to bat here for the Blue Jays, and a substitution being made here for Seattle. Graveman, the new pitcher. As we move into the bottom of the third of 5, bit early to bring in a new pitcher, but whatever. Into right field it goes. Catch is made by number 17. And Bo Bichette, number 11, now batting for the Blue Jays. There's strike one. Connects. Crawford with a diving catch for out number 2. Gurriel Jr. connects again. Caught. We go to the top of the fourth. Still 2-1. The Blue Jays, the home team, in the lead. Seattle trying to catch up. They have 2 more chances to do so. Moore, Lewis, and Seager due up in the top of the fourth. And the first pitch goes near second base. Thrown to first for the out. Right to the pitcher, and out number 2. Seager now batting for Seattle. And that one goes foul. Strike one. Strike two, foul once again. 2 outs, none on. Connects, caught, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Blue Jays will bat again, trying to tie it up here. If they win this game, they will, and we will go to Game 3 tomorrow night here on Beagle Sports. That will also be live from the Rogers Center to determine who moves on to the ALDS. Crawford to first for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now batting for Toronto. Right to the pitcher. He throws to first. Out number 2 already. Grichuk now batting for Toronto. There's strike one. Connects. That's going to go deep. Lewis, however, catches up with it. And we move now to the top of the fifth. One last chance for Seattle. Otherwise, Toronto wins, and we go to Game 3 tomorrow to determine the ALDS. To determine who goes through to the ALDS. And coming up later here on Beagle Sports, coming up next, I should say, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Central, it's college football. Ohio State taking on Michigan State. This will go back, and this will go all the way, and this will tie it up. 2-2 between Seattle and Toronto. Still some hope for the Mariners to get through today. Murphy now at the plate. No outs, but that will change as the bag is stepped on and White steps up to the plate. This is going to go foul if it is not caught. Strike one. Oof. That was close. But he still swings. 0-2 pitch. Okay then, I think that hit the pitcher in the head. And 2 outs now. Tied up 2-2. Tie France. Now at the plate. Will he be the hero? Foul ball, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 here for France. Connects. It's gonna go foul. Another chance here for tie France. Stays alive for at least one more pitch. Connects, and this will bounce. And now, possibly another chance for Seattle. Tie France with a double. And who's next? Marmolejos. 9th in the batting order, and the throw to first is completed. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Blue Jays looking for a walk-off. The Mariners looking to hold them off for at least 3 more outs. If they do so, we will go to extras for the second time today. We already saw 7 innings in New York. The Yankees prevailing over the San Diego Padres 2-1 to move on to the NLDS. There's the first out. Espinal now at the plate. Connects. Murphy will get under it easily, and that's going to be out number 2. Who's next? Jensen. The last hope to tie it up here, at least for now. Crawford throws to first, and for the second time here today, we are going to extras. 2-2 between Seattle and Toronto as we go to the top of the 6th. Here we go. Crawford, the leadoff in the inning, the leadoff in the batting order as well. We'll start things off here. Hits the first pitch foul for strike 1. Stripling still on the mound. In at the top of the 6th here. Crawford hits this one foul as well. 0-2. Connects. It's going to be caught in left field for the first out of the top of the 6th. Again, Major League Baseball, in this universe at least, repealing the extra inning runner rule on second base. As Moore steps up to the plate here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Connects, diving catch is made for out number 2. And Lewis now batting for Seattle. Connects! Is it going to bounce? Is it going to be caught? It's going to be caught, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied, 2-2 between Seattle and Toronto. This could get very intense, or it could end in one pitch. Again, I'll remind you that Toronto was the home team. If they score here, that's a walk-off. That's the end of the game. Seattle will not get another chance. And this goes into right field. Catch is made. Out number 1. Bichette now batting for Toronto. Crawford easily out number 2. And Gurriel Jr. at the plate now. There's strike 1. Connects. And Lewis will catch up to it for out number 3. Top of the 7th. Now coming up. Seattle trying to take the lead here as extra innings continue. Seager starting things off. And he will fire it away! All the way! Foul! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for getting you all worked up, but it was in the corner. You never know. This is a grounder to first. Out number 1. Connects. He'll get to first. Murphy now at the plate. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Into center field it goes. Under the sun. Caught. And now the rapid throw to first. He makes it back. 2 outs. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Connects, and Thrown to first. For out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still tied up 2-2 between Seattle and Toronto, and we will go to midnight if it is necessary. I hope we don't go to midnight, because we've got other things to do. We've got college football and more baseball coming up later tonight as the wild card series continues, but we'll do what we have to. Hernandez at the plate for the Blue Jays strikes out to bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Strike 1 here from Graveman. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That was in the zone. And he connects. Crawford makes the catch for out number 2. Grichuk 0 for 2 today. Now batting. Marmolejos able to get under it and able to make the catch to take us to the top of the 8th. It is still tied up 2-2 between Seattle and Toronto. France, Marmolejos, and Crawford stepping up to the plate in this inning. Ty France connects into left center field. Catch is made for out number 1. Marmolejos now batting. Connects into the corner. Is it foul? Is it fair? It is fair! Jose Marmolejos breaks the deadlock, and he may very well be the hero, putting the Mariners through to the division series. 3-2, Seattle over Toronto at the moment. Crawford at the plate. This bounces. Pitcher dives, throws to first. For out number 2. Moore now batting. Connects, strike 1. And into center field, diving catch is missed. He'll get on first. And Lewis now, if he gets a homer, it would make it 5-2, and he might. And he will. 5-2, Seattle. Here in extras, Toronto leading 2-0 at the end of the first, but for lack of a better term, they have choked. 5-2. The Mariners able to come back, and all they need is 3 outs now to go through to the ALDS. Throw was completed at first, and the bottom of the 8th now beginning. The last chance for Toronto to save their season. Kirk starting things off. But to save that season, they'll need to tie it up with 3 or win it with 4. And this isn't going to do him any favors as Marmolejos gets under it and makes the catch for the first out. Espinal now batting for Toronto. There's strike 1. Connects. Crawford with the catch. Out number 2. Jansen. The last chance. And we'll get over the wall. No, it won't. But it'll bounce. Marmolejos to second. I believe Jansen could have gotten to second, but he decides to play it safe. And that may come back to haunt him. Craig Biggio, strike 1. Into foul territory for strike 2, despite Marmolejos' pursuit. 0-2 pitch to put Seattle through. Moore to first, and the Seattle Mariners are going to the ALDS. They win the series 2-0. And the final score here today in Toronto, Seattle Mariners 5, Toronto Blue Jays 2. We thank you for watching. Coming up at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Central, college football, Ohio State and Michigan State. That is next on Beagle Sports. But farewell from Toronto. The Mariners go through to the ALDS.